Hello everybody, you are welcome to this channel ASCEN Education and Skill. I am Otanu Betal, and in this video we discuss about hydrogen bonding. So before starting the discussion about hydrogen bonding, we think about some points. After that we start hydrogen bonding topic. Some points like hydrogen bonding is a type of chemical bond which is weak in nature, weak type of hydrogen bonding. Actually, for some molecules have unexpectedly high boiling point. The force of attraction behind this unexpected boiling point of some compounds are defined that there must be a force of attraction which is more than the van der Waals force of attraction. I am trying to say that some molecules like water, some compounds like water has unexpectedly high boiling point. Unexpectedly high boiling point of water. Reason is what? Reason is that water molecules must associate together, and because of the association of water molecules they are attracted each other, and for this reason higher amount of heat energy is required to break the bonding in water molecule. Another important problem is that H2O is a liquid substance, but if we talk about the H2S, H2S is a gaseous substance. So for this reason here we can see the differences between the two substances. So in water there must be a chemical bonding force that is present in water, and that causes the state of the water, that is liquid state, and it is the gaseous state, H2S in gaseous state. So from this problem we can discuss about the hydrogen bonding. What is hydrogen bonding? This is our topic right now. So hydrogen bonding is a type of chemical bonding which is weak in nature and which is the force of attraction between electrostatic force of attraction between the most electronegative atom, small size and most electronegative atom, and hydrogen. Hydrogen and more small size and high electronegative atom bond or attraction between electrostatic force of attraction between these two atoms is called hydrogen bonding, and hydrogen bonding is represented by a dotted line. This one is hydrogen bonding, this one is ordinary covalent bonding, this one is hydrogen bonding. So hydrogen bonding is found in HF molecule, hydrogen fluoride molecule, and this is the representation of hydrogen bonding in HF molecule. Each HF molecule, you see, this is one HF molecule, this is one HF molecule, and this is one HF molecule. The HF molecules are associated together and forming HFN, forming to here, and here covalent bond and hydrogen bond both are showing by arrow. So in this case the HF molecule is forming the association of n number of HF molecules, and as a result this one HF whole n, where HF molecules, a huge number of HF molecules are associated by intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So representation of hydrogen molecule is always be using the dotted line. Hydrogen bonding is represented by using dotted line only. Next important point, that what are the conditions required for the formation of hydrogen bonding. The condition required for formation of hydrogen bonding is small size and high electronegative atom. These two are the main conditions required for the formation of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding can form those atoms with hydrogen which have small size and high electronegativity. So only small size and high electronegativity atom can form hydrogen bonding with the hydrogen molecule. For example, we can find the three molecules, three atom, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. These three, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen, these three atoms or element can form hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom. Only fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen can form hydrogen bonding because these have small size and high electronegativity of their atom. So for the formation of hydrogen bonding, it is must be satisfied that the atom that can form hydrogen bonding, that must be small size and high electronegative atom. So here the three atoms, three types of atoms or three types of element, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen, can only form hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom. Next important thing, if we discuss that what is the strength of hydrogen bonding, look at the strength. Covalent bonding is the strongest one, then ionic bonding, then hydrogen bonding and then dipole-dipole interaction. Covalent bonding have the bond energy of 400 kg per mole, whereas the hydrogen bonding has the bond energy of 8 to 40 kg per mole, and the bond length, this one is the bond length of hydrogen and it is the value of 250 to 275 picometer. Next important thing is this is the order of strength. We know hydrogen bonding is weak in nature and it is but it is less weaker than the dipole-dipole interaction or van der Waals interaction or the London force. It is stronger over the dipole-dipole interaction, van der Waals interaction and Debye force, London force, etc. So it has the value of 8 to 40 kJ per mole. It is the strength of the hydrogen bond and the bond length of hydrogen is 250 to 275 picometer. Okay. So this is about the strength of hydrogen bonding. Next we have to compare that covalent bond and hydrogen bond. What are the differences between covalent bond and hydrogen bond? Covalent bond is formed by mutual sharing of electron pair, valence electron, and form an electrostatic force of attraction, whereas hydrogen bond, here it is a purely electrostatic force of attraction. Here no electron sharing is occur, and hydrogen bond weaker in nature, covalent bond is stronger bond. So these are the differences between the hydrogen bond and the covalent bond. Achha. Next important thing is to know about is the effects of. Before discussing the effects, we have to learn the types of hydrogen bonding. Types of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding are two types. One type is intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and the number second is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So there are two types of hydrogen bonding. One is intermolecular hydrogen bonding and another is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. So in case of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, two different molecule or two same molecules when form the force of attraction and form hydrogen bonding, this hydrogen bonding is classified as the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Suppose here look at these two molecules. Here one acetic acid molecule and another acetic acid molecule is associated together by intermolecular hydrogen bonding. This is intermolecular. These are forming intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Here another example you can see here, this one HF molecule, one HF, another HF and another HF molecule, they are associated together by forming hydrogen bonding. This type of hydrogen bonding, where different molecules are associated together by a force of attraction, hydrogen bonding force of attraction, these are called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Next point is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. You can see here within the same molecule, this is salicylic acid, and within the same molecule of salicylic acid, two parts, the OH part of the salicylic acid and COOH part of the salicylic acid, forming a hydrogen bonding. This type of hydrogen bonding is called intramolecular hydrogen bonding is formed here. This one is one intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This one is intramolecular hydrogen bond which is formed in a same molecule. Okay. So hydrogen bonding are two types. One hydrogen bonding is intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which is the hydrogen bonding in between the similar types of atom or in between different kinds of atom, and molecules are associated through intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And intramolecular hydrogen bonding is for the same molecule, when one in a one molecule or in a same molecule, the two parts of the molecule are forming hydrogen bonding, that is called intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So there are two types of hydrogen bonding. You have to understand this point. This is very important point, that what are the types of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding are two types. It's intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular in between two different kinds of atom or two between the same kind of atom, and intramolecular is the hydrogen bonding in a same molecule between the two parts of the molecule. This one is forming hydrogen bonding. And the example of intermolecular hydrogen bonding is in water, ammonia, and HF molecule, and the hydrogen bonding in acetic acid molecule. These are all intermolecular. And hydrogen bonding in salicylic acid, orthonitrophenol, these are the examples of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, where you can find this in a same molecule, two parts of the molecule are forming hydrogen bonding. So these are about the types of hydrogen bonding. After that, we have to find the effects of hydrogen bonding. What are the effects of the formation of hydrogen bonding? And okay, see, before discussing the effect of hydrogen bonding, we discuss another important topic. It is the strength. Hydrogen bonding HF hydrogen and HO hydrogen and HN hydrogen. Here the power, it is the means strength of this hydrogen bond, means hydrogen and fluorine attraction. Okay, hydrogen bonding force, by hydrogen bonding force, the attraction between the hydrogen and fluorine, it is the highest means it is the strongest, hydrogen bond. It is the strongest hydrogen bonding between the hydrogen atom and fluorine atom. It is second, and it is third. Okay, so it is the most strongest hydrogen bonding when the hydrogen is bonded with fluorine atom by hydrogen bonding. This one is the strongest hydrogen bonding compared to the hydrogen bonding in OH, which is the second strongest, and the second stronger, and third strong hydrogen bonding is in N and H. This is the nature of or strength of the hydrogen bonding in three cases. Okay. Next point that we discuss, it's the effect effects of hydrogen bonding. We have to discuss the effects of hydrogen bonding. Because of the hydrogen bonding, first effect is BP of substance increases. The first effect that we discuss here, it is the effect of hydrogen bonding. The boiling point of substance increases because of the hydrogen bonding. Give an example of water. Water has high boiling point because in water molecule, each water molecule is tetrahedrally surrounded by 4 other water molecules. Through intermolecular hydrogen bonding, water can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Because water molecule can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding, because in water oxygen is small size and highly electronegative atom, so it can form hydrogen bonding with the water molecules, and water molecules are associated together to form H2O whole n. H2O molecule, n number of H2O molecules, they are associated together, and for this association of the H2O molecules, one may require higher heat energy to break this association of H2O molecules. When a very large number of H2O molecules are associated together, that time we need higher heat energy to break this association and to boil the substance water. So for this reason, water has the unexpectedly high boiling point, and the reason can be explained on the basis of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding in water molecules. Next important point that we can explain using the hydrogen bonding, it is the association of molecules. See here in this molecule of acetic acid, what we are seeing, the two acetic acid molecule, it is an acetic acid molecule, it is another acetic acid molecule. Both molecule are forming intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and they are associated together to form the whole 2. Okay, whole 2, that means 2 molecules are becoming 1 molecule here. So this association is the cause of intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the 2 acetic acid molecules. The third effect of hydrogen bonding is the solubility. If we talk about the third effect of hydrogen bonding, it's the solubility. Third effect of hydrogen bonding, suppose alcohols are soluble, or we take methanol. Methanol is soluble in water. Methanol is soluble in water. Reason for solubility of methanol in water is the hydrogen bonding. In this way, the methanol forming the intermolecular hydrogen bonding with the water molecules. This is methanol and this is water molecule. So ethanol and water molecules are associated together by intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and for the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, the ethanol molecules or methanol molecules are soluble in water. So this is example of hydrogen bonding effect of hydrogen bonding for the solubility of the substances. Next important application or the effect of hydrogen bonding is the viscosity and surface tension. for substance to be highly viscous or have high surface tension, the number of hydrogen bonding should be greater, means surface tension and viscosity. Surface tension and viscosity of the substances are highly influenced by the hydrogen bonding, because if more number of hydrogen bonding are possible in a substance, then the substance is highly viscous, it is high viscosity and high surface tension. And for example, we can say the sulfuric acid, honey, these are highly viscous substance because of the presence of more number of OH group in that molecules. If OH groups are more, OH groups in the compound or in a substance is more, that time more hydrogen bonding, OH group more hydrogen bonding. For substance with OH group, more number of OH group, the more number of hydrogen bonding will take place, and for this reason the sub compound should have the high surface tension and high viscosity. So this is the effect. Next effect, that is the volatility. Next effect, I am not counting the what number is this one. This is about the effect of hydrogen bonding in volatility of the substance. Okay, look at this point, volatility. The volatility of the substance, suppose you can say O nitrophenol is more volatile than p-nitrophenol. Orthonitrophenol is more volatile than para-nitrophenol. Okay, this is one effect of hydrogen bonding for the volatility of the compound. Orthonitrophenol, in case of orthonitrophenol, look at the picture of orthonitrophenol, OH and NO2. For the case of orthonitrophenol, there is a possibility of intermolecular hydrogen bonding in orthonitrophenol, and in para-nitrophenol, you can see in para-nitrophenol the nitro group is in opposite side, so therefore this can form inter. This one can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding with the means NO2 group, OH group and NO2 group both can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding here. In case of the orthonitrophenol, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding can be formed, but in the case of para-nitrophenol, here only intermolecular can be formed. And here only intermolecular hydrogen bonding can be formed. So due to this intramolecular hydrogen bonding in the case of orthonitrophenol, it is less, it is highly volatile. It is highly volatile because one orthonitrophenol molecule has not associated or has no association with other orthonitrophenol molecules. Orthonitrophenol molecules are not associated together. For this reason, these are easily volatile substance, easily vaporized. So for this reason, the orthonitrophenol is more volatile than para-nitrophenol. So for hydrogen bonding effect in volatility. Next, the effect of hydrogen bonding for the state of the substance. For the state of the substance, hydrogen bonding has a very important role. For example, H2O is liquid and H2S is gas. H2S is gas at room temperature. The reason is there here hydrogen bonding intermolecular is present, and for this reason water molecules are associated together, but in H2S molecules hydrogen bonding is absent, and for this reason no association is present in H2S gas or H2S molecule. For this reason these are remain in gaseous state at room temperature, whereas in water due to the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, association takes place in water, and for this reason water is liquid at room temperature. Next important thing is what are the importance of hydrogen bonding. Most of the parts we are completed here about hydrogen bonding. The next important thing is that where we find hydrogen bonding in our daily life, or what are the importance of hydrogen bonding. Actually, see, hydrogen bonding is very important in our daily life. It is very important type of bonding, chemical bonding. You can find hydrogen bonding in water, and without water, you know, our life is just cannot be imagined. So for this reason water means hydrogen bonding is very important in our daily life. Another important thing is due to the hydrogen bonding, some cotton fiber have tensile strength and rigidity, or wood fiber, cotton fiber get rigidity due to the hydrogen bonding. Tensile strength and rigidity of cotton fiber, wood fiber are mainly due to the hydrogen bonding, and in our tissue, blood and organ, hydrogen bonding are forming extensively. So for this reason hydrogen bonding is extremely important for for our daily life, or for our human life, or the animal life. So this is about the importance of hydrogen bonding. I think this is the discussion about hydrogen bonding. I am discussing that what are the types of hydrogen bonding, what is hydrogen bonding, what are the conditions for forming hydrogen bonding, which molecules are forming intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and which molecules are forming intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and what are the effects of hydrogen bonding, means intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and the strength of hydrogen bonding comparison with other types of bonding. I think these points are very important, and from this point different types of question may ask to you, and this is the ending of the discussions. I think you understand that discussion, and if you have any question in mind, or you want to ask any question to me, then you directly write in the comment sections. I would certainly read your comment and answer you quickly. And if you find this video is useful to you, then you can like this video, and you can also subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching this video.